Hello, my beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel, LifeWithNati, or welcome in if you're new. My name is Natalia, friends and family call me Nati, and today we are here with our WIP updates. It's been about 2 weeks since my last WIP update, and I am so sorry. If you have watched my Stitch With Me or WIP and Chat, I just recently uploaded. You might understand why it's been a while. Life is just crazy, but the comments and the love that I received on that video, I am super grateful for. Thank you guys so much. You have no idea what it means to me. Seeing how many people are just so sweet and reaching out, and yeah, thank you. I am going to be doing more Stitch With Me's. That was fun. It brought back why I did it to begin with. I like getting stuff off my chest, and you guys are a great outlet for that, and very grateful. Thank you. I'm hoping you guys can hear me okay. I'm trying not to talk too loud. It is about to be 12 o'clock in the morning. I know it seems like it's starting to be a constant thing recording so late, but my babies are still sick and they are sleeping right now. However, you might see some jumping or whatnot because I have to run up, make sure they're okay, or I went into a sneezing or coughing fit. So if there's jumping in this video ahead of time, I'm sorry. I'm a little bit under the weather. My babies are still under the weather, but they're getting better. I'm getting worse. I got the brunt of this cold, so we're fighting through it. All right, let's go ahead and get into this. All right, so it's been, like I said, about 2 weeks since I last uploaded a WIP update, and again, sorry. I worked on as much as I possibly can. Stitching does take my mind off of the crappy crap that has been going on this past 2 weeks. A little bit more than 2 weeks, but it is very, very helpful. I worked on a total of 11 WIPs. Sorry, if I'm looking down or over here, sorry. I have notes here and over there on a whiteboard. But yes, I worked on a total of 11 WIPs and 10,019 stitches in the past 2 weeks. I also did quite a few starts. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 new starts since the last time I did a WIP update. That's a lot. Give me a second. All right. Sorry about that. Yeah, 5 new WIPs. Yeah, I should never have said anything about no new starts. It's just not me. But let's get into it. I don't think this is going to be in any particular order. I just have the stack of WIPs that I worked on right here next to me. I'm just going to grab and go. Alright. So, first one up is Atop the Vintage Book Pile by Sarah Kai A. Quill and ink. Charted by Stitches So Beautiful. This is what it's going to look like when it is done. Look at that adorable dragon. I did a total of 1,371 stitches, bringing it to 3.19% and a total of 2,874 stitches. And this is what it's looking like now. I'm actually really enjoying myself with this one. I didn't think I would because of all the dark colors, but it is such a beautiful, easy stitch. I really am enjoying myself with this one. The next one is going to be next one I'm showing you is a new start. This was charted by someone on Slow Stitch Yogi's Facebook group. She is starting to make patterns for black work, and she wanted people to test it out, and I was like, sure. Her name is Chelsea, and this is one of her images that I told her I would go ahead and test out for her. It's not done. I have two more. I have this one and this one, I think. 3.5 more. So there's two more going at the very bottom of it, but it's very pretty. I decided to use a bunch of different brown tones. I can't tell you how many stitches this is because I don't know how to count black work stitching, but I had this while I started this while I was going through it. This was like when we first found out about us having to move out our house by the mid next month. It's all fixed now, but it's when we first found out, and I was trying to get assistance and help, and I was doing this one to keep my brain from spazzing. Staying on the subject of black work, I have my peppermint purple sow. I am still caught up and up to date with it. So the last time you seen it, I did these and this one. These two are new. And this is on 32 count, 2/1. Oh, and a top of vintage book pile is 28 count, 1/1 full cross. Like I said, there is no particular order to my WIPs. I have them stacked and I'm just grabbing from the top. All right, next one is another new start. So Heaven and Earth Designs had a sale for Valentine's, and I can't help myself with sales. I think I bought 3 charts before everything went down. So wasn't. Anyways, I bought a few charts, and one of the charts I bought, I did buy minis this time. It's like, let me get something that's might get finished in my lifetime. But I started Mini Bonded by the Rain Color Expansion. Sorry, excuse me, coughing fit. But this is charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. Artwork is Leonid Afromov. And this is a very sad start. Don't judge. But this is where I am at. Excuse how wrinkly this is. I tried to iron it, but I think I have to wash it first, but it's okay. This is me trying my hand at diagonal. I did do a total of 592 stitches, bringing it to 0.16%. This is on 28 count, and I'm doing 1/1 full cross. I have been loving full cross. My older WIPs, they're all in tent because I was doing tent stitch and my brain was telling me it's going to be faster, and it is faster, but I don't like how the stitches are lying on there, so yeah. I do love how full cross looks, but yes, that's where I'm at. All right. Next one is my Heaven and Earth Designs 2026 Stitch Along. I did put this one on hold for the month of February because I was trying to focus on another WIP that I will be showing you. It's a new start, but I wanted to do a Valentine's Day themed one, and I've come to the conclusion that I'm not going to stress myself to complete this one in the year. I mean, I want it completed, but I don't want to stress about it. I'm not very interested in the charts at the end of the stitch along. However, I do want to make sure I push for 6 pages because there are charts that are that I really want from the options that we could have chose from the beginning of the sale. My choice is Cottage Keep. This one is, sorry, my brain just went down. Before I decided to put it away, I did do a big number on it. I did a total of 3,336 stitches, bringing me to 11.20% and a total of 9,878 stitches. This is what she is looking like now. Please disregard all of our threads. But yes, this is on 28 count, 1 over 1 full crosses. All right. And I decided that I want to continue on with the typewriter method, going all the way across. So this is the very end of the page. I did start off with royal rolls, and I don't know why I stopped. I mean, it wasn't slower doing it this way, but I wanted to see more of the image, I guess you could say. So I went all the way across. Yes, here she is. Oh, and I have another color completion. So this color is completed. I have 2 color completions already. Please. All right, next up we have a sampler. So Slow Stitch with Yogi. I know you guys hear me talk about her a lot, but I do love her channel. I love her community. Everybody's just the sweetest, so kind, so supportive. If you have not checked out Slow Stitch with Yogi, please go check her out. She's absolutely amazing. She's sweet, funny, and she goes live every day, except for Fridays, and then she goes live twice on Saturdays. So please go check her out. I will make sure to remind myself to link her in my description box. But Yogi's Saturdays, she has member only lives, and she picks a theme ahead of time and to determine what she's going to be stitching for the members only. And this week, or the past week that just happened, was long dog and black work. And I was like, I'm going to pull out my long dog. So I pulled out Death by Cross Stitch. Here I am. So I did a total of 212 stitches during her live, because I was on and off stitching and doing other things. But I am here. This is on 25 count, but it seems more like 28 count. Hand dyed fabric. And we're going to stop using the pastel rainbow colors, and we're just going to stick with the colors that's on the border. I started this going on 2 years ago, while I was pregnant with my son, and it shows just how chaotic my brain was because I didn't stick to a color. I didn't stick to whether or not I'm going to do tent or full cross. I'm doing full cross, but I didn't. My brain was everywhere. And at first I was like, I want to restart it and do it the way I want it now, but I don't, because this is memories to me. And this is not a piece for anybody else. This is a piece for me and my family, and that is a part of it. So I'm keeping the chaotic unicorn. So yes, 212 stitches, and I am now at 3.35%. All right, next up we have our Mylestonne Manor. The downstairs bathroom spin. So this one was called for 900 stitches. I did a total of 1,022 stitches because I was in the zone and was just stitching it. Because I was stitching 310, that's like literally 1,022 stitches of 310. And yeah, I zoned out and wasn't paying attention to how many stitches I was stitching. And then when I finally looked, I was like, oh crap, I did 122 more than I should have. So yeah, I did 1,022 stitches in total. So it brings me to a total of 2,341 stitches and 0.67%. And this is what we're looking at now. But yes, that is all 310. I'm hoping I won't regret it, leaving all those stitches undone in the inside, but yeah. So, due to how my mindset was here lately, I didn't really want to stitch dark themed or dark colored projects. Uh, that one surprised me, but I also did it. I think it was the day after I filmed, so life didn't hit us as yet when I was stitching that. But when I went to go do my WIP go one, which is Chris Ortega's, I wasn't feeling it. I dreaded it, and I was like, okay. So I UFO'd it. So I am no longer stitching that one right now. I do plan on stitching it because it's a beautiful piece and I really want to do it, but I just don't want to do it now. And I didn't want that WIP just to be sitting around and wasting fabric. So I repurposed it. So I repurposed that fabric. I'm not giving up on her yet. I'm not giving up on her at all, but I'm just not going to continue that. And so my thought process was, because WIPCO called for neutral color, it is why I stitched so much on a top of vintage book pile, because I'm replacing that for the WIPCO with that one, because there is browns and blacks and beiges, and I'm actually enjoying that one much more than I would have enjoyed the Chris Ortega one. So there's that. I accomplished my work goal for that one. I still have to do the sampler for the second number that was called, and I have to get a move on that one because Jessie Marie Does Stuff, which is the one that created WIPCO, she's going to be calling numbers soon for next month, and I want to be caught up, as much as I can, because last month I missed Little Cake Shop. Do you think I might? Nope, not even think about that. On to the next WIP. All right, the next one is the other Mylestonne Manor. Also, Mylestonne Manor is a game created by Jessie Marie Does Stuff as well, and she will be linked in the description box. So my next one for Mylestonne Manor was Dragon Race Into the Night. I was supposed to do 450 stitches for Dragon Race Into the Night. I did 474 stitches. Did I want to stop? No, but I had to. So I stopped myself. So yes, 474 stitches was put in, and that brought me to 4,765 stitches and bringing me to 0.88%. And this is what she is looking like now. So I just cross-country colors for the second page. So the second page is about right here. Yep, and that is where I'm at now. And this is stitched on 28 count 1/1 4 cross. Mary Mushroom is 28 1/1. All right, I have 3 more WIPs to show you, and they're all new ones, new starts. Okay, so I want to start with my Valentine's Day one. So I purchased a Valentine's Day purchase, and I really wanted it to be Valentine themed. So I looked and looked, and I just couldn't stop coming back to unconventional X stitch, and I chose Miss Butter D's Cupid's Ice Cream Shop by Miss Butter D, charted by Unconventional X Stitch, and I was like, yes. So I got that, and sorry, it's on the scroll frame, but not on the frame. Scroll rods, but not on the frame. I did a total of 1,533 stitches, bringing me to 0.87%. This is the project that I replaced Cottage Keep for a focus for this month. And this is where I'm at now. This is me trying out diagonals again. Not sure how I feel about it. It's getting a little overwhelming. This is also a 28 count 1/1 foot cross. It's actually my favorite go-to right now for fabric and stitching. However, getting this pattern, I realized that unconventional, for at least for their Miss Butter D projects, they call for a lot of the DMC low numbers from 1 through 35, I think it is. And I didn't have a lot of those colors. So I did do a small haul and purchased all those lower numbers. And I also purchased fabric, because your girl just wanted another new start. I actually was fighting myself to figure out which project I wanted to do my Stitch With Me's. I didn't know if I wanted to do this one or Neko Hotel, and I did do this one off camera, but I do plan on doing some Stitch With Me's with this one. Now, this one is a winter book nook by Amy Stewart, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. I started it on the 20th. I started the Cupid's Ice Cream Shop. I started that one on the 9th of February. And this one I started on the 20th. And this is a winter reading nook, Max Colors, Amy Stewart, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. And this is where I'm at. This is on 28 count, easy grid, 1/1 full cross. And I got this fabric from 123 Stitch, and oh my god, it's so soft. I love this fabric. You gotta realize I get most of my fabric from Amazon, like a big bulk of fabric for cheap on Amazon, so it's like very stiff fabric. This is so soft. I'm loving stitching on this. But there I am. I started on the lower left-hand corner, and I am not doing diagonals. I'm not doing anything. I'm just going with the colors, basically, which is how I actually love stitching. I like typewriter and just going with the flow. So I think that's how I'm going to stick with this one. But yes. What's your book? And then, last but not least, I have my Stitch With Me one. Now, I did do quite a bit more than... Oh my god, my cat scared the bejesus out of me. She's sitting right here, and she looked past my my WIP, and all I could see were her green eyes. She scared the mess out of me. Bam Bam, you want to say hi to the camera? Come here. Come here. Come here. Bam 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 Bam. Can you say hi to the camera? Can you say hi to everybody? Hi. She scared the mess out of me. She was just standing there staring at me. Okay, sorry. I was getting ready to show you one. I just had to show you my fur baby. I was working on this one today, so I have my needle getting ready to poke through the fabric. But Neko Hotel is artwork by Miss Butter D, charted by Unconventional X Stitch. Go check them out. They have a bunch of beautiful Miss Butter D projects. So I did a total of 1,161 stitches, bringing me to 0.45%. And when you guys see me, I only had 200 stitches. But here we are. So I decided to go down on the pink until it's the end of page 1, and then I'm planning on doing the diagonals coming towards that pink. I'm so sorry about all these ridiculous part threads. I have to get those bobbies. I think that's the name of, that's how you say it. To bobbinate them so that I can control the threads better. But yes, this is her. This is on 28 count on a woolen full cross. And that is all my WIPs. So happy. I'm not really happy with it. Give me 1 second. Give me something to drink. My throat feels very dry. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Just a quick heads up, there will be no diamond painting related at the end of this video because I did pack away most of my drills when I thought I was about to be homeless. That was like one of the first things that I packed was my drills and whatnot because I didn't want it to get lost. So I still haven't had the heart to unpack them, so I have not been diamond painting. It's just much easier, honestly, to stitch because I have a DMC master set, which is what I use to stitch, and I just have my project in a bin inside little project bags. So it's very easy to store, unlike all my diamond paintings. All right, so what are we about to do? We are going to play another round of Mylestonne Manor. And I wanted to show you, because I did hit 1,000 stitches with Mary Mushroom, I didn't have to fill in another teardrop, but I did fill in another XP. So there's Mary Mushroom. I still have... Why does that seem wrong? I'll have to look back at my video, but looks like I have 3 more hit points before I die and have to respawn. So yeah. But I have a feeling I didn't fill it in. And if I didn't, I have 2 more XP hit points before I would have to restart. And then I have 2 more XPs to reach where I can level up and have more HP points. Yeah. But we are going to play another round of Mylestonne Manor. Now, I am currently sitting in the bathroom downstairs. So, I'm here in this bathroom. I want to go up here. Move back up a little bit, maybe. But yeah, I want to go up here. In order to go up here, I have to go into the hallway, and I have to go up the stairs. So that means I have to do Dragon Race and Traveling Library. And then when I go upstairs, I'm about to spin the wheel to figure out which room I am going into. So I'm going to do that now. Because initially I was going to just spin the wheel, and if it brings me upstairs, then yay. If not, nah. But I really want to do Traveling Library, so we're going upstairs. Now, here's my wheel for upstairs. Alright, so here's my wheel for upstairs. Whoa. I'm gonna go ahead and spin it. Nursery. Alright, so we just opened up the nursery, and we're going to see what WIP. Alright, let's open. I think. Come on. Store keep flowers, furs, and feathers. Let me write that down. Alright. And I've opened 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've opened 5 rooms. So I think I have 1 more or 2 more that I can open unless I level up. Alright, so that means we have to roll our dice. Let me write all this down. Okay, so I wrote it down, and I wrote it down like this. I am going to roll for Dragon Race into the night because I have to leave the bathroom and go into the hallway. And then I have to roll for Traveling Library so I can go up the stairs. Then I got to roll again for Dragon Race because I'm going to land in the hallway. And then I'm going to roll for Flowers, Feathers, and Fur. But I might die before I even get to Flowers, Feathers, and Fur. Before I can get to the nursery. But if I do that, I would have to go back to Treasure Hunt. So, let's roll and figure this out first. Okay. And I'm just going to roll 1 at a time instead of 3 in one shot. So we need a 12 dice, 20 dice, and 10. So I'm just going to throw the 12 dice up. It rolled 11. Okay, rolled a 15. And I need the 10 die. 1, 2, 3. I think that was a 10. Oh. Wow. Wow. That's a lot of stitches I have to do. I will add them up in a second. Alright, let's do Traveling Library. We have to do 12. I think it was 12, right? Yes. 8. And then a 20. And a 10. And then one more with Dragon Race again. 12. Okay. Dragon Race is like, I guess, work on me. 12, 20. That's low. And 10. 9. And then we have Flowers, Feathers, and Fur. Again with the 12. Yes, sorry. 12 is a 6. I was just trying to make sure I clicked the right one. 6. 20. 15. And the 10. 8. Okay. Okay, so added everything up. Wow. So to add up your dice, to determine how many stitches you have to do, you have to add your 12 dice plus your 20 dice and multiply that number to your 10 dice. So Dragon Race, we rolled the 2 plus 7, and then we rolled the 5, making it 50. No, sorry, that was last week. We rolled 11, 15, and 10, making it 100 instead of a 10. But 11 is, so that is the first roll for Dragon Race until night. I have to stitch 2,600 stitches. Okay, so yeah, first row was 2,600 stitches. I'm not sure if that's gonna make me a full page or not. I know there's 3,500-ish stitches for, on a Pain Free Crafts page. I might make it. So my milestone for Dragon Race is 7 pages. We should see. All right, and then we have the next round is Traveling Library to go upstairs. Again, we rolled 8, 2, and 80. That came out to be 800 stitches, having to be done on Traveling Library. Traveling Library, I want it to be at 3%. Not Yeah, nowhere near 3%, or 1%. I'm currently sitting at 0.26%. So 800 stitches on that. We'll see if we can make it to 1%. If not, it's okay. We'll do a hit point, a hit for that. And then Dragon Race into the Night came back up. That one was 12, 1, and 90, bringing it to 1,170 stitches. Whew. That's a lot of stitches for Dragon Race into the Night. And then lastly, we rolled for Flowers, Feathers, and Fur, which we might be able to make it to it. I don't think we're going to die before that. we'll see. So flowers, feathers, and fur. Charted by Heaven and Earth Designs, and artwork is by Cheryl Marchetti. We rode 6, 14, and 80, bringing it to 1,600 stitches for flowers, feathers, and fur. Give me a second. I'm going to go get those WIPs so that we can look at what it is looking like now. One moment. So, I was paused this entire time. I showed you everything. I talked about everything and looked down to stop recording and realized that it was paused this whole time. That was literally about 20 minutes of me just yapping at nothing. Let's try this again. Oh, you guys. Okay. Again. Let me show you where I'm at with Dragon Race into the Night. 28 count, 1/1 full cross. I have to work on this one twice for Mylestonne Manor. And then we have, super excited for, Traveling Library. This one is on a 32 count, 1/1 full cross. I know a lot of people think I'm crazy doing full cross on 32 count, 1/1, but I love the coverage. Currently, Traveling Library is sitting at 0.26% with a total of 1,065 stitches. And my goal for this one is 3%. I have to do 800 stitches on this one for Mylestonne Manor. Here is where we're starting. This is my 32 count, 1/1 full cross. Center start on Traveling Library by Amy Stewart, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. I love this piece. I love this piece so much. All right. And then I have to do Dragon Race into the Night again after I do Traveling Library, and I do want to keep it in order. And then we have Flowers, Feathers, and Fur. Story Key. Charted by Heaven and Earth Design. Artwork, Cheryl Marchetti. And you guys, this is how big it's going to be. It's so tiny. This is where I'm starting, and this is on 28 count, 2/1 tent stitch. And I have to do 1,600 stitches on this one. I do plan on going in order. The joy of Mylestonne Manor is there is no deadline. You don't have to pressure yourself to finish it in a week. I mean, I'm doing it because I'm me, but you don't have to stress yourself over that. That is the beauty of this game. You could take months to finish the 3 projects that I just did. So I love it. I love Mylestonne Manor. Again, if you guys want to check it out, I'll have her video in my description box. All you have to do is just click on it or watch her. She explains it so much better than I could ever explain it. But yeah, I think that's all. I don't want to neglect any of my other WIPs because I'm trying to feel completely focused on Mylestonne Manor. But I am excited to get to Traveling Library, Dragon Race. I'm excited for all 3 of the ones that I picked, honestly. But I do plan on doing another Stitch With Me. I want, and my goal and aim is to upload them every Monday. Don't hold me to it. I'm going to do my very best, but there's no promises. Life just can life, and you just, as I've recently learned, you just don't know what tomorrow's going to bring. You can hope, you can pray, you can stay positive, but you can never be completely sure what's going to happen tomorrow. So I'm going to live in today. I'm going to stay as positive as I possibly can. Mental health awareness and mental health is very important. And I have plenty of issues to mental wise that I don't need to stress myself for the little things like stitching, because stitching is actually my therapy, and I don't want to stress myself for something that's supposed to be calming to me. So I will stitch what I can when I can, but still absolutely enjoying this game. If you guys are even slightly interested, please go get that video watched. You won't regret it. It's so much fun, and it sounds so much more complicated than what it really is. I psych myself out big time. All right, I think that is all. I think I'm gonna do a small haul of all the WIPs, all the projects that I did purchase in this month because of sales and gift card. I got a gift card, so I'm gonna show you those really quick before I sign off. But if you guys are not interested in that, that is okay. Thank you guys so much for sticking with me, listening to me yep my little head off. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit that thumbs up. If you are not subscribed already, please go ahead, hit that subscribe button. That way you're always notified when I upload next. And in the comments below, leave that heart for me, letting me know you made it to the very end and showing love. All right. I'll see you guys in the next one. For those who don't want to watch the itty bitty haul that I'm about to show you of all the patterns that I purchased, because your girl can't help herself. All right, so this is called Loading, and this is by, because my phone decided it wanted to get bright again. Sorry. This is Loading by Miss Butter D, and this is charted by Unconventional X Stitch. So I purchased her, and I'm actually very excited to get this one started too, because I can't help myself. On the Heaven and Earth Designs sale, I purchased Farewell to Anger color expansion by Leonid. This is what it's gonna look like when it's done, and when it eventually gets started. I also purchased the mini belong Bonded by the Rain, which I showed you. It's already a WIP. I purchased mini River Walk Charm, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs, and artwork by Roanne Manning. And again, that's the mini. I purchased the Winter Reading Nook Max Color by Amy Stewart. You guys already seen that as a WIP. I also got Snape's Library, but I have this one for free for being a member with the Cross Stitch Studio. So I didn't pay for it, but it is massive, and my goodness, I think I'm gonna have to buy a cone of 939. But yes, Snape's Library. I'm trying to figure out who's the artist. Okay. I don't know who the artist is, but it is by the Cross Stitch Studio. And that is what it is looking like. What it's going to look like. Not sure when I'm going to start this one. I mean, I'm excited to start it because I love it, but that's a lot of 939. And like I've already mentioned, my brain's not right for this in particular. I also have Wednesday. And that is by Medusa Dollmaker, sorry. And then jumped on the bandwagon, you guys. I have no idea how I can show this to you because I have this on Saga. But 6 Borders by Rose Catherine Kahn, charted by Pain Free Crafts. I have no idea what I'm going to start this behemoth of a project. There's a bunch of Flosstubers who have already started 6 portals, and it's coming out beautiful. And I hear from a bunch of them how confetti heavy it is, and how absolutely massive it is. So it's a big project, and it's a lifetime project. I know it is. But let me know in the comments below. Do you guys want me to start 6 portals? Because you know your girl will. But let me know. You guys want me to start 6 portals or not? And we'll take it from there. All right, you guys. That was my itty bitty haul, somewhat, plus the threads that I got, but I already put it on my DMC master set, and the fabric that you see on the winter book nook was my physical haul. All right, you guys. It is about to be 1 o'clock in the morning. Your girl's tired. Um, Thank you guys again so much for being here and listening to me chat and show you guys my WIPs. I hope you guys enjoyed yourself, and I will see you guys in the next one. Love you later.